Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to be testing out some products by Ryobi, and the first thing we have is a impact driver right here. This runs $99. It's a kit, includes two 1.5 amp hour batteries and a charger in this case right here. The other item is a 1/2-inch drill driver right here. It has the same items, the same batteries and case and charger. And then we have this 31-piece Ryobi drill and driving kit for less than $10, like $9.97. So I have plenty of things that we can test these on, so let's get started. So to quickly recap, each tool comes with two 1.5 amp hour batteries. And the nice thing with this battery right here, this will fit 125 different Ryobi tools. The stem style pack right here works really nice. You can just snap one on with one hand. And they've been using this style right here for probably like 15 years or even more than that. So if you have something older, this will work in that too. So each one of these two power tools comes with this charger right here. It does seem to charge relatively fast. I was happy with that. So I feel like if you're running one battery, the other one can be charging, and when the one is drained, the other one should be ready to go. Unless you're doing some like really heavy stuff with some spade bits, then you may end up draining that battery faster than another one can charge. But if you're doing smaller things like driving in some sheet screws, you should go a long time. And speaking of smaller screws like this, the one thing that both of them have is this little magnet, which I like. So if you're like up on a ladder and you need to hold like 2 or 3 pieces, you can just see how that magnet right there will hold some of those items that you don't have to keep in your hand. You just put them up there and you're good to go. And it's out of the way pretty much with your hand when you're using the tool. So another thing, they both have a bit storage area right there, which is nice. So if you're running a square bit and a Phillips bit, you can easily switch out between the two. And they both have a LED light down there, which seems to work really well. So I'm going to show you another clip that I took last night showing that LED in a dusk type situation. All right, so it's starting to get a little bit dark out right now, so I just want to show you the LED lights on here. So they're right at the very bottom. So when you pull the trigger, they come on. When you let go of the trigger, they shut off. There are some other tools out there that the light will stay on for another 10 seconds, but just want to make you aware of how this works. So you can see on this dark green, it's like a forest green color shed I have back here. So when you pull the trigger, it definitely lights up where you're working. So what do you think? So one of the things I noticed, so I was looking to see if there was a battery indicator on here. I don't see one. So the one thing I recommend is as soon as you're done with this and you drain the battery, is to put it on the charger. And this can hang on the wall right there, which is really nice, or it can lay flat on a table. So it's just a good idea to always have one ready to go. So a lot of times when I'm going on a bigger project, I'll just take a fresh battery, so that way I know I'll be able to run for quite a while. All right, so we're going to start out testing the impact out first, and we're going to find something from the drilling kit right here, drilling and driving kit. So I typically drive screws with this, and I typically drill holes with this, but you can also drill holes with the impact, but that's how I differentiate between the two. If I was going to buy just one, I would start out with the drill right here. That's my recommendation, and then buying the second. But I have to say, it's really nice to be able to have both, because sometimes you have to drill a pilot hole, then you have to switch bits, then you have to put a screw in. So if you have one that's dedicated for each drill bit and one for running a screw, like installing a screen door, this will go a lot faster. We're going to test the impact driver out first. So I'm going to get this extension right here, put that in there, and then grab a Phillips bit. Then I have a Phillips bit right here. It does have a magnet on there, so that should hold it in place. And let's run in some 1.5-inch deck screws. See how fast. An impact driver is definitely faster than a drill. All right, we're gonna put the Ryobi impact to the test. We have 3-inch deck screws right here. So since I don't have any decks that I'm building right now, I have these firewood racks. I could reinforce that outer edge right there. So we'll see how this works. And then we're also going to try the drill right here, just so you can see how this works as far as speed comparing to the impact. Oh yeah, that drove it in nice. So I've been using this Makita magnetic bit end holder right there. So what that does is that just helps hold anything from falling, just puts extra magnetic power to it. Alright, sounds like it has plenty of power. We might go to a lag screw in a minute. It's definitely driving them in fast. So if you're wondering if you need an impact or a drill, let's see how a drill compares. I would say the majority of my building career I've used just a drill and not an impact. But once you start using an impact, that's going to be your go-to, more so than a drill for things like this. Alright, so I forgot to check this. I think I was at like 16 or 18. We're going to move that right there to the drill position. I think you're going to find if you use an impact, you're less likely to strip out a Phillips screw like this. This works good too. You can definitely get by with just the drill. We're going to mix things up. I have this 6-inch lag bolt right here. It's made by Headlock. So what I have to do is switch out the bit for it. So it looks like a T35 bit, I'm pretty sure. This is what I'm going to try to do right here. Run this lag bolt through this 5/4 deck board, through a tree of 4x4, and there's 2 other 5/4 deck boards. So it should end up right in the middle of that. Okay, let's go. Ready? Here. Okay, let's flush. So the 1.5 amp hour battery definitely has the power to put that all the way through. So now we're going to test out the Ryobi 1/2-inch drill driver. And from our set right here, let's grab a 1-inch spade bit. See how this works. All right, that seemed good. All right, that really did a good job. Let's go right in the middle of all these 4 screws. Okay, that's good. So then we know it's definitely going to drill the smaller spade bits just as fast. So here I have this 2-inch self-feeding bit. It looks like a Forstner bit, but it's labeled as a self-feeding bit. Alright, so let's see if we can drill a 2-inch hole. So on speed 2 it stopped. Let's try in speed 1. Maybe it'll have a little more torque. Alright, nice. Glad to see it. So you might be wondering, can you run a spade bit in an impact driver? Let's just see how this 1-inch bit right here goes through right here. It definitely works, but I would prefer using the drill driver instead. But definitely it's a nice clean hole. Alright, so we're going to try this 1/4-inch wood drill bit right there. You see that point right there? And in this set we have 4 different masonry bits, 3 wood bits. These are like combo bits right here. They work well going into steel or metal. And then these are the spade bits. And these are the screw driving bits. So if you're pre-drilling into wood, especially like oak or something like that, you don't want to split, you may have to do a pilot hole. Alright, let's take a quick look at the drill itself. When I weighed this with the battery, it came in at 3.56 pounds. You can see those numbers right there. It has a 24 position clutch. And then here it has a 2-speed mode. So you can go fast or put it on 1 for higher torque. Nice comfortable grip, forward, reverse, variable speed trigger. And it has up to 500 inch-pounds of torque. All right, here's the impact. I put this on my scale, and with the battery it came in at 3.63 pounds. This has a 1/4 inch auto load chuck, delivers 1,800 inch-pounds of torque, and up to 3,200 IPM, which is impacts per minute. And then both these tools have a 3-year limited warranty. There's different times when I'll buy power tool accessories, and sometimes I'll buy them individually, or sometimes I'll spend a little more money and get it in a case. I notice when I buy it in a case like this that everything tends to go back in here and it stays organized. Everything has a home. But if I buy things individually, then they can be scattered and I'm looking for them. So I highly recommend, for less than 10 bucks, getting this 31-piece set right here. I feel that after testing these right here that they definitely came through. So I think if you purchase one, you're going to always be glad that you have them. They're just a great value, and they just get the job done. So if you have any questions about these tools right here, let me know. I'll be happy to respond. And I will also have a link down below to each one, so if you want to find out more and see what other people have said in their reviews about them, you can find that out as well. So my goal of this video is to put these tools to the test so you can see if they're right for you in case you're considering the purchase of them. So if you find this video review interesting, informative, and helpful, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.